Hello Linux fans, Rob here, and today we're going to take a look at the BenQ ScreenBar e-reading lamp. And I want to share with you how you can take your desktop from being dull and drab to this, so stay tuned. Now, I've had a few gadgets on here where I've done unboxings, and I'm really actually kind of excited to share this with you. At first thought about this device, I was not sure if this was something that I would really use or even get into, really, for that matter. But excited to share this with you, and just kind of wanted to go through that customary unboxing, if you will. So nicely packaged and labeled contents there. So as we zoom down here a bit, let's see here. So that's the clip for the top of the monitor. There's a manual dimmer. Yeah, I like the way they've laid everything out in the box to explain what's what. You've got your light sensor, micro USB power port, and then over here we're going to see the power button. You can tap to turn it off or on, and an auto dimmer. And then up here we have the included USB power cable. So really nicely packaged. So right now I just want to zoom in on the hardware itself. So I actually have an external lamp turned on because I want to try to get close here and do this hardware justice. It's really high quality. Now the way the controls work, they're all touch interface here. So you see for brightness, for hue, or color change, power off, and then an auto setting. The hardware is very high quality. It's very easy to assemble as well. You've got this really nicely weighted clip. You can see the light there, the light source on the bottom. That slides in one way, and it just simply hangs here on your monitor. So once you have that in place, you then plug in for power to the light to an available USB port, and you're set to go. So it creates a really nice, clean, let me center that, make sure that's all set up good and center. Very nice, clean, unobtrusive light bar. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, this thing is $100. And when I first saw the price, I thought, wow, I don't know that you could justify that. Well, I've used this for about 5 days now, and I can tell you firsthand, it's worth it. What it's done for me during the day, it's easier on my eyes. It is absolutely something that at night, your eyes feel the difference. You can change the hue so that you can go with a colder light or a warmer light depending on the time of day or the light setting in your office. So that's just a few aspects of what it's done for me so far. But it also lights up your entire desk, your work area, in a way that you can see everything. Now let me go ahead and turn off the light source that I have here for filming. Alright, so this is just, right now, this is, well, you can see the time. It's 5:58 p.m. here on the East Coast. So this is what my office setup would look like with no lights on. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and pause this. And I've got the light bar unplugged. And I'm just going to plug that in. So let me pause. And now we have the light bar plugged in. And so what you see here, if you look, this whole area is now lit up in my work zone. So if I had a notepad setting here, I can see the keyboard. But the other thing it does for you is it actually brings out the punch in your monitor. And I can't really explain this well. I'm not someone who goes in and adjusts the monitor color settings and everything to get it perfect. But what this does for you during the daytime is incredible. This monitor almost looks more vivid. It's clearer. And I also noticed that right away the strain that I get from looking at a monitor for several hours, the strain on your eyes goes away. So I'm going to just change a few things here. So you've got power off. One tap, power off. So you saw that there. This here is an auto setting, so it will adjust to the light that you have in your room or your available space. Right now this is on a warmer tone, and so I'm going to attempt to change that. So I'm going to turn off the auto setting, and you'll see hopefully a little change there. And now we're just going to go through, and I'm going to change. I'm going to tap. Okay, hopefully, let's see if we can do it this way. So there's a warmer light, even warmer, and even warmer, and very warm. So if you're trying to get away from that blue light look, this gives you a very warm look. And that, I think, is the warmest setting. So let's go from that. Nope, one more setting. So that's almost yellow. And I don't know if this will show up on the video or not. Let's see here. All right, let me take it back. Now we're into much more of a blue light. And then from there, the next setting that you have is the brightness. So we can tap this, and hopefully you'll see those changes as I start just tapping through. So really, for anyone who's interested in something like this to protect your eyes, but more so what it does for the video on your screen, even during the daytime. Now, there's no heat generated from this either. I don't know if this is LED technology. I would suspect that it is, but there's no heat generated. So what I love is at night, I'll have this thing on, and I can be working with all the other lights off in the room, and the light is exactly where I need it. It's right there in front of my screen where I'm looking, and it's right here over the working area, but everything else in the room is dark, which is fine by me. In the summertime, I like to keep the lights off and try to keep it cooler. So anyway, very impressed with a number of things. Number one, the build quality. It certainly feels kind of like a luxury product. This is something you're going to spend $100 on. It better feel like a luxury product, like a high-end product, and I can attest to you that it does. Number two, immediately when I hooked this thing up, it was evening. It was getting close to dark. Immediately, I felt the difference in looking at the monitor. I could like almost physically feel my eyes relax, which is incredible, but that's the experience I had. And then just from the aspect of it's just the right amount of light for the space that you're in. And then the punch that it brings out in your monitor, the punch it brings out in the colors, that part's hard to explain. I could probably never show it on the video, but it's there. So as far as Linux Quest is concerned, I would give this 2 thumbs up. Yes, $100 is hard to come by, and that's a lot of money. I don't care, who you are. $100 is a lot of money. But my vote is it's absolutely worth it. And if you've been considering something like this, then I'll be putting the links to the BenQ Amazon page in the show notes below. And you'll see there the reviews are very high. So check those out for yourself. And hope you like this product. Hope you like what you saw. And I hope this was helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.